looks like Vaillant need to give the engineers a bit more training, because whoever this engineer is, they've clearly not done the proper checks. How are we doing, everyone? Welcome back to today's video. So managed to have a bit of an early finish, so picked up Arian from nursery and we're home now and just getting this intro video done before we go inside.
I want to say hello.
You want to say hello? Go on then.
Hello.
Say hi, everyone.
Hi everyone.
What did you do at nursery today?
I played animals and dinosaurs.
You played animals and dinosaurs, and you made Mommy a Valentine's Day card.
Yeah.
Yeah, good boy. So today's video is going to be a power flush, but it's not a straightforward power flush. Well, the power flush itself was straightforward, but so I'm just going to give you a bit of context about this job. I've never been to the job before. I don't know the customer. He basically got my number from someone, and he had Vaillant around to basically had some issues with the boiler, and they said that the system needed a power flush. There were circulation issues, that they'd replace the pump. So he basically booked me, I think it was like a month in advance, he'd booked me in to do this power flush. So I've gone there to do the power flush. Now you'll find afterwards that there were some other issues which related to the boiler, and it actually probably didn't need a power flush. Now I know a lot of you will probably say, oh, I should have my own diagnosis first and this, that, the other, which is fine, which is fair enough, it's a fair comment. However, the customer said he wanted the power flush done because his cover was on hold until they'd seen that there was evidence of a power flush. So I had no choice. I mean, whether it needed or not afterwards, that's down to him and Vaillant to sort out whether it needs it. I mean, every system, a power flush, let's just say, it's not going to be detrimental, is it? It's going to clean the system, so it's still going to help it run more efficiently. Whatever little bit of dirt there is in the system, it's going to get rid of it. But I don't think it needed a power flush. That's my honest opinion. There was the issue that the system was having was boiler related, not system related. I'll leave it at that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy the video. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. You want to say bye, Arian?
Bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. We see you soon. Bye. Welcome to today's job, which is another power flush. So got an Ecotech Plus 832, I believe. Yep, 831 combi. It's been zoned off, so we've got two separate zones. But I've been told that they've since linked out the zones because there's only one thermostat now. So as soon as you turn the heating on, both of them come on. Now, the customer has had a cover from Vaillant, and he's basically, so it came on the 8th of December. And it says, poor system circulation, replace pump to rule out hot water's okay, circulation issues, needs replacing, needs investigating, and parts fitted is a pump. So that's what we're here to do, try and get this system cleaned. It's a HMO, so every room's got tenants in it. I think there's about 12 radiators or something like that, which is fine. We're waiting on the landlord to basically come back to give us access to one of the rooms because the tenants have locked it and they've gone to work, even though they were told we were coming today to carry out the work. So it's fine because it's going to take us a little while to get set up, and obviously got to let the system circulate for the first hour anyway before we start isolating rads. So we've got a bit of time. Set up here, it's going to be a bit tight. I was thinking of putting the power flush machine in here, but then the way this door opens, it would have been really awkward. So decided to put the power flush in the hallway there. Probably set the magnets up somewhere here just so that we've got a bit of space to sort of walk over stuff. Water feed, thankfully, is run under the washing machine. So I've just come off of that, put my own washing machine valve on there, because otherwise I would have had to keep the washing machine out to keep trying to turn the valve on and off whenever I want to fill and not fill. So got my own valve on there. That's filled up. Machine is heating up. Water is very cold, as you can see. That's probably, I think it's showing about 7 degrees at the moment. So that's going to take a little while for it to heat up anyway. We've got 2 power sources here, so that's perfect, except we've run the element cable down into the kitchen. At the boiler, this is ideal. We've already got 2 flushing points. So happy days. no flushing points needed to be added in. And I need to obviously clean the filter and see what's going on inside there as well. And then obviously we'll flush the system, see what we find. I've recommended to the customer that I'm not going to be flushing through the boiler on this instance, because from the notes from the Vaillant engineer, it says that the hot water is fine, but the heating side has got the circulation issues. So I don't want to clog up the boiler, because I mean, it's a 10-year-old Ecotech Plus, but if there's nothing wrong with the internals of the boiler, I don't want to mess with those. I don't want to clog up the waterways. But what I might do is, where I've got my 2 flushing points, initially I'm going to isolate the boiler and flush the whole system. And then what I'll do is, luckily, because we've got zone valves on here, as long as they're not letting by, I should be able to let the zone valves close, shut off the valve for the filter, and where I've got the machine on there, I can then circulate it just through the boiler like that. So I'll put it on heating demand or something like that, or I'll pull the diverter out and then let it circulate through the boiler and just let that clean itself out as well. So I don't want to flush the dirt through the boiler if there's no problem with the boiler, but let's see, because I want to be agitating rads today as well. If there's circulation issues, we want to try and get the system all up and running properly today. So let's get it. How rude of me as well. Dennis, don't be shy. Look who's back after his Christmas break.
Yeah.
What's happening? You good?
Yeah,
You ready for a flush?
Yep.
Do you remember how we flushed before?
Yeah.
You sure?
100%.
Right, I'm going to get you set up then.
Alright, cool.
All right, we'll get him set up. Let's see how much he's remembered from last time. Okay, so power flush is set up. So just gone straight into the primaries. Luckily, the water is very cold. We're still only at 40 degrees, and that's been about, oh wow, it's probably been about half an hour. So it's definitely taking a lot longer to heat up today. But we're pretty much ready to go, just waiting for it to heat up. But what I'm going to do beforehand, I'm going to open this up and see how much dirt is coming out of it, because when I drained the pressure out the boiler, there was some small black chunks in the water. So I'm going to open that up, see how badly that is blocked up, and then obviously we'll check it again after we finish the flush. Right, I don't know how good the viewing angle is because of this hose. Maybe if I do that, it might help. All right, well, it's not a good sign, the fact that there's PTFE on the threads, which is telling me that it's probably leaked in the past. Oh yeah, let's let that water drain off. So there's a fair bit of dirt on there. Let's see how much is picked up in the flush. Right, so just about to finish the first hour of the circulation. And before I start isolating the rads, I just want to have a look with the thermal imaging camera which ones are getting heat and which ones aren't. So first of all, this one in the hallway, got nothing on that one. Let's check the others. So that one, okay, so getting a bit of heat to there, which is good. Obviously it's not going to be roasting hot because we're doing the whole system at the moment. Yeah, that one is good. It's glowing red. It's on, they're only about 30 degrees at the moment, but the main thing is they're all getting hot at the moment. I'm getting heat to them. Let's just check the ones in this front room. Yep. Cool. Right. Let's check the upstairs ones. Okay. Yeah, that one's, this is loft room. That one's getting warm. Tower row. Oh, it's always difficult to see tower rows, but let me just feel that. Yeah, that's getting warm. Let's check the others in the other rooms. So I want to see if there's any definitive problem radiators like that one in the hallway. Right, that one's getting warm. Getting a bit of heat to that, that's good. And here. Yeah. Getting a bit of heat to that as well. And finally, just check that radiator. Yeah, getting some heat in that as well. Cool. So now we're going to start isolating all the rads and then do them one by one. So it looks like we've got a problem radiator. Everything else is off except this one, and still not getting anything to it. That is the plug sockets there. So I need to find out what's going on with this rad. Maybe I'll try reversing the flow, see if that pushes any dirt around, but we should be getting something to that. Aha! We have some circulation. So I'm not entirely sure what the problem was, but I went upstairs and I've shut off the zone valve going to the upstairs just in case if it was letting by, even though everything upstairs is shut. And I reversed the flow back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to see if it dislodges any dirt or anything to do with the circulation. And it looks like it's done something, because we're now getting heat through it and I can actually hear the water flowing through it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and agitate that and see if it picks up any more dirt. And hopefully this will be the start of a good result. What are you saying, Dennis?
Yeah, should be.
Yeah? Let's hope so. Right, we've finished circulating all of the rads. Let's see how much dirt is picked up. The water inside the power flush machine isn't actually that bad, so I'm not sure how dirty it's going to be, but we'll find out in a minute. Yeah, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's not mad dirty or anything, but it's caught something, so let's clean it up and start dumping. Right, so the flush is done. We're all packed up, tidied away. Dennis is ready to go home. But we now have to run the boiler. So it's been purged, it's filled up, system's ready to go. So let's turn the heating up from here. I don't actually know how this thermostat works. Central heating mode. Okay. If I stick it on 25. Now, I've been told that both zone valves, yep, that one's opening. So is that one. Cool. So that's good. So they are both linked together. Now, boiler's going to fire up, and I want to see what it does in terms of the temperature. Are we going to get a nice, steady climbing temperature, or is it going to start overheating and banging and crashing? Going to let it run and then see what happens. You know what? Let's do it live. Let's see what happens live. Okay, that to me is climbing too quick. Yeah. It's not really getting down the flow pipe. Got the hourglass symbol on as well. Yeah, burner's gone off. So now I'm going to check the diverter valve and see what that's doing. Right, I'm just loosening that, and already I can hear. Right, check this out. Temperature's dropped on there now. Straight away. And now it sounds like, oh yeah, there we go. Right. Now we're getting circulation around the heating side. It's going through there, and it's going up through that flow pipe as well. Getting heat on both the flow pipes now, because that's also flow. So it looks like Vaillant need to give the engineers a bit more training, because whoever this engineer is, they've clearly not done the proper checks. I was told they just wanted me to come and do a power flush. That's why I come in to do a power flush. But it's not a problem with the system. It's a problem with the internal components of the boiler. Now, I believe that the customer still has cover with Vaillant. So I'm going to get them to come back out again and replace the diverter valve. That's how you solve problems.